What's going on, y'all? So I am back at school. I went home for break. So the last video I recorded, I think, was on like a Tuesday night. I'm gonna go and full screen this real quick. It was on a Tuesday night, I'm pretty sure. And then that Thursday I ended up leaving. I was supposed to actually stay at my apartment up at my school in the mountains for about maybe a little less than a week more. And I plan on recording more videos since I was like, my friends already went home. And I was just gonna be up here, kind of just bored. I plan on recording a lot more videos then, and I actually didn't. And I was like, well, I can record when I go home, and I just ended up being. I wanted to enjoy time with my family, all that. So that's why I haven't uploaded anything since. I had a couple ideas, reacting. I don't know if you know Giraffe Neck Mark. He does baseball videos. I was gonna react to his rankings. Top 30 whatever players from every team, every position. I still might do that, honestly. But right now, since this is a hot topic, you see, we were up in the Pittsburgh Steelers jersey, baby. We just made the playoffs after a crazy day yesterday. But yeah, it's kind of loud here today. It's just the first day of classes for second semester. Some people are even just still moving stuff back in, getting stuff put back up. I've heard multiple different, loud sounds in the hallway or in like the rooms or the apartments beside me or above me or below me. And then also I'm literally right beside the main road, right outside this window right here. It's like the main road in this small college town. So a bunch of cars going by. So you might hear some cars every once in a while or something, or a loud truck. That happens a lot, or a car horn, whatever. But this is my first reaction video. I said I was going to be doing reactions. This is Bengal. If y'all don't know Bengal, check him out. Awesome YouTuber. Hope this doesn't get taken down. If he sees this, thank you, Bengal. I love watching your videos. But yeah, reacting to his 2020-2022 NFL playoff predictions. And this is going to be kind of like my playoff predictions too, I guess, because I'm going to be talking about, as he does whatever. This is a 13-minute video, so I'm going to might skip through some parts.
Wow, what an incredibly unbelievable end to the regular season it was, seeing the Chargers and Raiders in a slugfest. Fourth down conversion after fourth down conversion. Craziness. But the Raiders came out on top. And
real quick, one thing. I now officially hate the Chargers and the Raiders because they both clearly were trying to tie right there at the end of the game in overtime. Wow, this I don't know.
Playoff picture is finally clear. In the NFC, we have the Packers getting a first-round bye. Cardinals will take on the Rams. Rams, of course, at home. 49ers at Cowboys. Eagles at Buccaneers. In the AFC, the Titans ended up clinching the first-round bye after a couple of different things happening today, including a win over the Texans was the biggest thing. Almost a lot of huge comeback. The crazy thing is about this, as we see the Raiders at Bengals, Pats at Bills, and Steelers at Chiefs, the crazy thing about this is the 2021 NFL season has felt as unpredictable as a season ever has been. College football is pretty crazy too.
That's a fact.
The NFL, it felt like you had no idea who was going to win on a week-to-week basis. So the playoffs, I would almost suggest fading me and picking against me every single time, because I think whoever you think is going to win is just not going to end up happening for one reason or another. But let's go ahead and try to decide my playoff predictions. If you guys are new here and like NFL videos, I'm going to be posting a mock draft probably tomorrow based on the actual set draft order
for every team out of the playoffs. I didn't get another mock draft out too,
based off record. So fun mock draft of who you think your team might draft. Let me know down in the comment section of that video. But this video is the playoffs. This is going to be very interesting. Let's go ahead and start with the NFC. This one's a real toss-up starting out with the Cardinals and Rams. Just feel like the Cardinals are kind of been figured out a little bit of late, but the Rams really haven't looked so hot either. So it is a real toss-up here. And home field advantage, I don't really think means a ton with any of the LA teams, to be honest. Maybe more so for the Rams than the Chargers. The Chargers just don't have that, amazing fan attendance and support every single game. But the Rams, a little bit more. The Rams are a very solid team. Injuries have hurt them, of course, and they've invested so heavily to be in this position. This one could go either way. I think I'm going to take the Rams. The Cardinals just haven't really looked as great of late to me, and the Rams are a bit of a question mark too, as I said. this one could go either way. I feel very 50-50 about that one. For the 49ers.
Okay, real quick, talk about the Rams Cardinals. Like he said, this seems just like, this is a toss-up. I think I hear a cat meowing right now. This is very weird. Whatever. Cardinals Rams. I mean, it's really weird. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the Rams too. Watching, I think it was Monday Night Football game a couple weeks ago. Was Rams Cardinals, and it was a great game. It was a super close game. It came down to the wire. Like he said, the Cardinals have been kind of figured out. They had this little scheme that they were running on the offensive side of the ball at the beginning of the year, and it was really working. I mean, they were putting up 30 points a game maybe. The Rams, like he said, also have not been playing very great lately. They've been winning games, kind of. I mean, they beat the Ravens. And honestly, I don't know what happened after that, before that, but I know that they lost to the 49ers at the blowing the lead yesterday. And like he said, home field advantage is kind of, iffy with these LA teams. I saw a picture, might have been a video that, there was so much red in that stadium yesterday, like 49er red. It was crazy. But I'm gonna have to go with the Rams on this one. I just think the experience of the Rams will help them. Odell, he hasn't been in the playoffs a lot, but still, you got Odell, who's a veteran. You've got Matthew Stafford, again, who I don't think has ever even been to the playoffs, maybe. Veteran. You got Andrew Whitworth on the offensive line, veteran. Some of those other guys on the line that have been there for a couple of years have the playoff experience. Kupp has some playoff experience. Same with Higbee. Same with Michelle. Michelle won a Super Bowl with New England, right? I think he did. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you got Ramsey, you've got Donald, you've got Von Miller who's won a Super Bowl. That team's ridiculous. The talent's there. It just depends on how they play. I'm going to take the Rams on that one.
Niners and the Cowboys. 49ers just beat the Rams. Real slugfest back and forth, too. I think Ambry Thomas had the game-winning interception for San Francisco. The Cowboys have looked very good. Obviously, one of the best offensive coordinators in the league in Kellen Moore.
Oh, yeah.
Their offense has been incredible, but so is their defense. With Dak Prescott, with how good their defense has been, it's going to be very tough for me to pick against the Cowboys here. So I will take another home team. And then Eagles at Bucks. The Eagles have kind of limped into the playoffs a little bit. They have one win over a team who went 5.
Oh, my fault. I was on my phone. Yeah, 49ers Cowboys. The Cowboys are just rolling, man. It's hard to pick against them. My thing is that I saw a stat that it's just the Cowboys' run defense hasn't been amazing. And that when the Cardinals beat them the other weekend, the Cardinals ran the ball all over them. And the 49ers want to run the ball. Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel. Maybe get Trey Lance in there on some option packages. And then, their defense just isn't that 49ers defense that we saw, what is that now, 3 years ago against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. It's hard to get, like I said, it's hard to pick against the Cowboys. Man, they're rolling. I'm going to have to take the Cowboys on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and get my Eagles Bucks pick out right here before he talks. Like he said, Eagles are hurt. If they beat the Buccaneers, I will be thoroughly surprised. I think the Buccaneers have that one. If there's any game that's a lock on both sides, I'll get there. But Bucks, Eagles, I'm taking Bucks.
I think Nick Sirianni did an incredible job even putting the Eagles in a position to be in a playoff game, but I just don't think they're going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the defending Super Bowl champs and the Buccaneers. And probably against my better judgment, I'm going to pick 3 home teams to make it out of the first round here in the NFC. Now over to the AFC. It's going to be real weird here again as well, because the Raiders and the Bengals feels like a real toss-up. The Raiders, as I said, just escaped victory over the Chargers, and the Bengals in their last real game they played with their starters and all that was a narrow victory over the Broncos. And I don't know, man. I feel like this one could be just like Cardinals Rams, where it's a coin flip. And I really don't have any one sense to go, one way or the other. However, the Bengals to me have felt a little bit better lately. I think Joe Burrow's been playing like an MVP. Jamar Chase is heating up again. He had a little bit of a cold stretch about midway through the season, but then had a crazy back end. Their offense is really, really good, and their defense is extremely underrated. They have a bunch of really good players. And yeah, the secondary could use some improvement, but that front seven has some real good players, especially on the interior. Love Larry Ogunjobi, but DJ Reader was particularly good for the Bengals this past year. I'm going to go with the Bengals. I'm going to say they managed to pull this one out. And then Pat's Bills.
Okay, let me talk real quick about this one. So first off, congratulations to the Raiders. I mean, they have had a crazy season, and to get to the 5 seed, the best wild card is. I mean, that's awesome for them. I was actually, you might have seen me look at my phone. I wanted to pull some up, one of my friends real quick. The Raiders made the playoffs this year despite these. This is a post I saw on Instagram. John Gruden, the whole John Gruden situation, the Henry Ruggs situation, the Damon Arnett situation. They lost 5 out of 6 games. Darren Waller was out for half the year, pretty much. They lost Kenyon Drake for the year. I don't know when he went out, though. It was a couple weeks ago. Nate Hobbs, who was doing pretty good on their defense, DUI arrest before week 18. I mean, their interim head coach and the staff has just been crazy. Congratulations to them. But I'm also going to go with Bengal on this one, take the Bengals. By the way, if you don't know Bengal, he's not an actual Bengals fan. He's actually a Giants fan. I don't want y'all to think he's biased if y'all never heard of him and you've seen this video. I'm taking the Bengals, and I'm going to sound stupid, but, I pick against the Raiders almost every week. And then they still go and win. This week, I thought the Chargers were going to beat them, honestly, because their secondary just hasn't been that great. And Herbert aired out, almost threw for 400 yards on them. And I just think I think the Bengals will come out and just air the ball out on them, and that's what's going to propel them to a win. I don't know if it'll be close. I'm going to say it's going to be like a 41 to like 28 type game, somewhere in there. But I'm going to take the Bengals on this one.
I don't think this is as easy as just picking Buffalo to win. Home field advantage at Orchard Park. The Patriots are an up-and-down team with a rookie quarterback, and I don't know how much you can weigh the recent loss at Miami. The Patriots always lose a game at Miami, it feels like. Brian Flores, I believe, the head coach of the Dolphins, has won the last 3 matchups head-to-head against the Patriots. So that's interesting. But over the course of the season, we saw the Patriots win a really weird win game against Buffalo, where I don't think either offense could really get much going outside of just running the ball. I think Mac Jones had, 1 or 2 completions over the entire game, maybe 2 or 3 attempts max. This is a really, really weird one because I don't think we can refer to the previous games because that win game was very, very odd. I think the Bills are slightly better. And what it's going to come down to for me is picking the more experienced, better quarterback in Josh Allen over Mac Jones. I know I'm teams win games, not quarterback versus quarterback.
You ever wondered what actors and actresses do when they have to get in shape really fast for a movie? Because
but in this one where I think both teams are evenly matched, I will give Josh Allen and the Bills the edge. And then I got to take.
Okay. You already seen him. He already took the Chiefs. And then so I'm gonna skip forward after this. After I talk about both these games, Bills Patriots. God, he literally said, "Don't tell me," and I'm literally telling him all the way through this first round. I'm taking the Bills and the Chiefs. First off, Bills Patriots. I just think, again, Patriots and Raiders like the same thing. It's like I always pick against them and then they win. I just think the Patriots don't really have enough experience on their team to get past the Bills, which the Bills don't have a ton of experience either with the playoffs. I mean, they went the past 2 or 3 years, I think. But, you got a rookie quarterback in New England. Damian Harris, I don't know if he's ever been to the playoffs. And then their defense, a couple guys, they got a couple guys that have been in the playoffs, and same with the Bills. But I just think the Bills take this one at home. Like he said, it's tough to go play in Buffalo. luckily, New England's not a not warm weather team, so they don't have to go up there and play there. They're used to the cold weather at least. I think that one's going to be really, really close. I think there's only going to be, I think Cowboys 49ers has a chance to be close. I think Rams, Cardinals, Bills, Patriots are going to be like really close games. But yeah, and then we're going to talk about Chiefs Steelers. Obviously, I know I'm a Steelers fan, but I am taking the Chiefs. We just went to Arrowhead, I think 3 weeks ago, and got absolutely curb stomped. And they didn't even have Travis Kelce, which I think would be our biggest mismatch. They are a little banged up right now. Kelsey's still a little banged up. Edwards-Helaire has been out. Garrett Williams has had a problem in the game the other day. Tyreek Hill is a little banged up. So I'm hoping, obviously I don't want to hope for injuries. I don't want to wish injury on anybody, but honestly, like I would, if they're banged up, I think we have a better chance. But I just don't think our offense is high powered enough to keep up with their offense. If our defense plays the best game that they've played all year, we could beat them. But I'm still going to take the Chiefs here.
Take the Chiefs over the Steelers. The Chiefs home team right away. I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Wow.
I think this is going to be a really fun game.
Wow.
And
okay,
again, it could go either way. Both very, very good teams, the defending Super Bowl champions against one of the better teams in the league this year. I just think that the Cowboys have a slight advantage. I don't think the Buccaneers, who are kind of banged up in the secondary and have been all year, I don't think they're going to be able to account for the incredible receiving core that Dallas has. And that doesn't even just mean CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. And I know Michael Gallup's been injured, but Cedric Wilson's played well. And their tight ends are really good too. For Tampa, I just don't think they match up all that well. They're still a really, really good team. And it wouldn't shock me to see the Bucs back in the Super Bowl even. But I do think the Cowboys have a slight edge here. And then I'm not going to pick against Aaron Rodgers in the pack.
Okay, real quick, let me talk about the NFC side here. He made a great point, and it was actually a point I was going to make. I said wow, but I'm actually also picking the Cowboys here. He made a great point, and it was a point that I was actually going to make if he didn't make it. Buccaneers secondary has been, absolutely torn through by injuries. I feel bad for the Bucs fans and their secondary. I just think the Cowboys end up, I think that's going to be a shootout type game, honestly. And, obviously these are my opinions. I could be completely wrong about all these things I'm saying, but I think that's going to be a shootout game, honestly. And I think Cowboys come out on top just because of those injuries in the Bucs secondary. Green Bay, LA, it's so hard to pick against Aaron Rodgers, man. And like you said, it's so hard to pick against Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field, a warm weather team in the Rams go into Green Bay. And they already played them once and they beat them anyways. I'm going to take the Packers also, Packers, Cowboys. And man, I don't know. I just really like the Rams this year for some reason. But
Packers at Lambeau. Now, yes, Matthew Stafford can't pick against them.
He's got a point. You can't pick against the Chiefs, man. And also I want to say this. All 8 teams that you see right here, because these would be the same 8 that I picked to get to this round right here. I think all 8 teams right here have a very legitimate shot at winning a Super Bowl. And I'm going to discuss something right here after this Chiefs-Bills game. I'm also going to take the Chiefs. I just think I don't know what it is about the Bills. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. I honestly think that game is going to come down to whoever has the ball last. I think the Packers are going to kind of beat the Rams by about 10, 13. I think Cowboys will beat the Buccaneers by like a touchdown, but it won't be like whoever has the ball last scores to win the game. I think it's going to be more of like they score the touchdown with about, I don't know. I'm gonna stop where I'm at. I'm gonna go back to the Chiefs Bills because I'm going on a tangent. Chiefs Bills. I said Chiefs, but I'm really pondering this one. Let me think a little bit. Let me go to this next game. Titans Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals. I just don't know what it is about the Titans. but I feel like they're either the best team in the league or not even a playoff team. And you get no in between the two. Obviously, them being at home will help them a lot. But I just think Cincinnati goes out with a dub there, honestly. I just don't know what it is about the Titans, but I just don't believe in them. I don't believe in them. Yeah, so I'm taking Cowboys, Packers, Bengals. I'm going to take the Bills. This is the year for Josh Allen. I believe in him. This is the Bills' time. Bills, Bengals, and the AFC. Cowboys, Packers, and NFL.
Once again, I think it's a toss-up. I've been saying that about a lot of these matchups, but this season of the NFL has been so unpredictable. Zach Taylor, he's probably going to get a lot of.
Oh my goodness, another ad. Sorry, guys.
Like that?
Yes.
It's so
These
tough
are the most
to pick the
random
Packers
ads,
to
right?
lose.
I don't ever
at
use
Lambeau.
this like
I think I
YouTube
picked them to
account
go
is
to
like
the
my
Super Bowl.
school
Last season, I think I had
email,
Packers
so I
Chiefs
don't use it.
last year, and it's looking a lot like that again. But I don't know.
So scratch what he has over there on the AFC. Remember that I have the Bills and the Bengals. Sorry, I have Bills, Bengals. So Bills would be the
Could
home
be
team.
different. The Cowboys are so good this year, but I think the Cowboys are better than the Packers, despite a better record for Green Bay. I think the Cowboys, top to bottom, are a better team.
Okay,
But
he's talking about okay.
The Packers, first of all, are an extremely well-coached team as well, and they have home field advantage. And it's Aaron Rodgers playing with this crazy year, might even win an MVP in back-to-back seasons. I'm going to take Green Bay at home. I just find it too
you
difficult
can't pick against them at Lambeau, man.
especially an indoor team. Fan, yeah, you caught.
I don't see who he takes, but okay.
G-E-E-K.
So he took the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna take the Bills against the Bengals, and so I'm taking Bills, Packers in the Super Bowl. And to end this off, I'm gonna take the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl. It hurts me to say that because of certain reasons I'm not going to talk about on there, but I'm not a huge Bills fan. I used to be. I actually love Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. I actually like a lot of their team, but certain people made me not like the Bills. I'm going to put it like that. But I'm still going to take the Bills to win the Super Bowl this year. I honestly, this is my friends get on me so much like for saying this, but I think Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league. I think he proves that in that Super Bowl, outdueling Aaron Rodgers in like a 31-27 type game. I'm taking the Bills to win the Super Bowl, and that's all. That's all I got for y'all. Let me see. I just want to see real quick, who does he pick to win? Picks the Packers. Reasonable. Like I said, these four, y'all can't see me point on the screen, but those 8 teams are 4 from each side after that first round. I think have a very legitimate shot. Now, and this is what I think. That's what I think is going to happen. But in my fantasy world, Steelers winning the Super Bowl, baby. But nah. I think the Bills. I'm taking Bills versus Packers. Bills win 31-27. I'll give even a score. Super Bowl MVP, I'm going to say goes to a receiver from the Bills. I think it goes to a receiver. And that receiver will be whoever does the best in that game, whether that be Diggs, Beasley, Davis, Dawson Knox, even though he's tight end. But I'm trying not to go script here, honestly. Like, I'm trying not to pick, like everybody else. I'm trying to make, trying to do something fun here, pick different things. I'm going to go Gabriel Davis win Super Bowl MVP. But yeah, that's all. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna get a mock draft out here soon, also after this video. And that's all I got for y'all today. Thanks to Bengal for this awesome video. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.